Greetings, Soul Tribe. I'm on my way to my new job. Yeah, I got one already. Reason why I got a job when I don't really want to work anymore at all is because of you all. Do whatever it takes to get to you all. Do whatever it takes to maintain or survive in this world here so I can get the soul liberation message to you. But at any rate, I'm on my way there now. But I wanted to record this video to tell you about my progress, the progress involving my Soul King military entrenchment. The Soul King's military entrenchment. The Soul King's military entrenchment. That's what I want to give you the progress on. So right now, according to the records, there are 8 U.S. military uniform service branches. They call them uniform services in the U.S. military. That's what they're called. And I have what I like to label and describe as an enlightening or an enlightenment infantry. An enlightenment infantry. I have an enlightenment infantry lined up for 7 out of the 9. I consider it 9 uniform services because I count the National Guard to be a branch. It's not a branch according to the information, but the way I got it lined up and the way I see it, it is a branch. Because the thing is, the National Guard, when they invaded in 1492, the first force they established was the Citizens Force in 1636. They established the Citizens Force in 1636. And what did they invade? They invaded this here North American continent that at the time was called Turtle Island or Vinland. It was called Turtle Island or Vinland. This entire continent was. And when they invaded, they turned it into North America. Look up Amerigo Vespucci. Look up Amerigo Vespucci. That's where the United States of America gets its name from. That's where America gets its name from. The colonizer known as Amerigo Vespucci. But at any rate, so they invaded in 1492. And the first force, from what I'm studying so far, that they established was the National Guard or the Citizens Force in 1636. That's what they called it at first. And then after the National Guard, it was the Army in 1775. After the Citizens Force, which was then turned into the National Guard, they established the Army in 1775. You follow what I'm saying? But here's what I would like to share with you, though, real quick, as I'm on my way to work, or on my way to this new job. So by my sister, our sister, on a TikTok channel called Erica Trinell, she said these words out loud, and she talked about the invasion that took place in 1492. If this is true, I get a sense that it's true, because when I looked up Amerigo Vespucci's information, it essentially validated all that she was talking about. You follow what I'm saying? 283-year-long invasion. So these 7 countries, right? 7 countries. They are, let me use this one instead. These 7 countries invaded Vinland or Turtle Island and turned it into North America. Russia, Netherlands, Britain, England, France, Italy, and Spain. Those 7 countries right there. According to what she said. But then I look up the information and I see, yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about true. That's actually how it went down. Had to be. It don't make no other sense. There were multiple countries that came over to this here one continent, or in reality, groups of recessive people with their genetics sealed in to follow the devil's orders to the T and whatnot. There were 7 different countries that invaded this here Turtle Island or this here Vinland continent and turned it into North America with 23 different dividing countries. Now, I'm going to do it in reverse, right? So I came up with the Soul King's military entrenchment, and I'm going to work it out the same way they did it in the physical. I'm going to do it in the spirit, or at least I'm going to just give it like at least throw an idea out here of how it can operate in the spirit. So the country I'm going to invade has 7 belief system pillars on it, or the loca, should I say. I'm going to call the first part of this parable the Christologic impact invasion, or it's going to have multiple names to it, but essentially it's just a freestyle upon the city. You follow what I'm saying? Something that's already there. It's already there. I'm just going to invade it and destroy it and turn it back to what it was. In other words, what the darkness stole from the light, I will return back to the light's possession. You follow me? I got that line from one of our tarot reader sisters. I need to remember the name. It's so many names. But at any rate, those 7 countries that I mentioned, which is Russia, Netherlands, Britain, England, France, Italy, and Spain. I believe this. I believe those 7 countries invaded and established all this garbage on us. I believe it. So, I'm going to do it in reverse, right? Those 7 countries, what they left behind. They left behind overall, or from the starting point to the ending point, what they left behind was 7 very foul belief system pillars that I classify as racism, feminism, foul sexual orientation, the nerd geek culture, the gangsters, the tribes, and the religions. That's how I judge it so far. You follow me? And these 7 belief system pillars, they are what make up, or you can call them buildings, or at some point, or for certain parables, you can call them belief system persons. These here 7 belief system pillars that I just mentioned to you, the gangs, tribes, and the religions, those, all 7 of those together, along with the other 4. These belief system buildings, as I like to call them, or belief system pillars, they are what make up the entirety of the devil's mental prison loca, or 4-corner mental spirit prison. Many names for it, a lot of names for it. I just wanted to give you as much ammunition as possible before anything could possibly go the wrong way. The thing is, I have to present the message to you in a weak fashion because they have control over the media. So if I go 100% hard, they'll steal everything. They'll steal my full strength and use that against you. I'm not about to be weaponized against melanated people. That's not about to happen. And if I can fix it, so help me God, literally, I am going to do so. Or if I can stop it, so help me God, literally, I am going to stop it. Not going to present my full strength until I have better grounds to be able to do so. Because right now, these people, they have too much control over things, period. And they are only using it to be the detriment of all nature. So if I put something out here of nature at its best potential, when these people have the control that they have over things that they have the control over, they're just going to simply use the power of my nature against all of you. So instead of putting it out here with full strength, I'll put it out here with a bit of weakness. So when they begin stealing it and begin trying to use it against you, they'll fail. Because this weak version of me, the melanated people can squash. Why did I just say that? Because here's the thing about me. I'm for the melanated people. I'm for the melanin. I'm for melanated people in every way possible. I'm for you in every way possible. But I'm also against you. I am completely and utterly, entirely against these so-called white people in every way possible. But I'm also with them. You'll never be able to get me. You'll never be able to comprehend me. You'll never be able to fathom me. The only thing you can do with someone like me is one of 2 things: accept or reject. Period. I ain't on nobody's team. I ain't on nobody's side. I have my mission. You have yours. What are you doing to get out of our problems? What are you doing to stop our problems? What are you doing right now currently? What are you doing? What are any of you doing to stop our current problems at the current moment in time? What are you doing? Do you even know we have problems? Y'all think we all free? Y'all think we all good right now? Y'all think that's what it is? Do you think we free? You think we good? You think we happy? You think we okay? Is that what you think? You're wrong. But that's another story. So I'm just going to keep on turning everything in reality to what I can love and respect only. I'm just going to keep on doing it until I don't have to do it anymore. Until you all reach Mahaparinirvanic soul tribe stage. until you all reach the Maha-Para-Nirvanic Soul Tribe stage. What do I mean by the Maha-Para-Nirvanic Soul Tribe stage? Maha, like the Panch Mahabhuts, the 5 great elements. Maha means great. Para, when I say para, think of paradigm, paradise, or paradisiacal. So paradisiacal, or paradise, or paradigm. Shift your paradigm, right? Paradigm, paradise, paradisiacal. And then nirvana. I'm just going off of the literal definition of the word. It means a transcendent state where there is no more suffering, death, or sense of self. And you are released from the effects of karma and the cycle of rebirth. Effects of karma and the cycle of rebirth. You follow what I'm saying? It represents the final goal in Buddhism. So in other words, what I am telling you all, that you are going to reach everything in reality, or at least the people, the world itself, is going to reach a great paradisiacal transcendent state. Or, to be in more literal context in regards to what I'm saying, a great paradisiacal transcendent soul tribe state. Or stage. Yeah, too many words. Didn't mean to ruin the mood. Don't matter. Because at the same time, preventing the so-called backwards people, the genetically false people, and even the melanated sellouts that'll steal this content and help them, preventing them from being able to do so with all of their might. You follow me? But at any rate, back to this country that I'm getting ready to invade with my Soul King military. So, my Soul King military has what I like to call an enlightenment infantry. I could call it enlightening, but you won't get what I mean if I say enlightening, so I'll say enlightenment. Like the literal definition of the word education is, enlightenment. So my Soul King's military has an enlightenment infantry, right? And to every individual human being on this planet, regardless of your genetic class, or regardless of your color, regardless of where you are from in this world, what it is getting ready to do is invade this here devil's mental prison loca, and or the devil's 4-corner mental spirit prison. And in this mental spirit prison, the details: to the left corner, the foul principality of pride; to the top corner, the foul principality sin of jealousy; to the right corner, 4 foul principalities in one space: wrath, greed, gluttony, and lust. Those 4 foul principality sins, they're alone. And in the bottom corner, the foul principality sin of sloth, laziness. But then there are also 2 more outside. There is the fear belief system pillar, the one in which created the city in the first place. And then there's the ignorance belief system pillar, the one in which the fear belief system pillar structured the city on top of. What would happen if ignorance was flipped into awareness? What would happen? The city would go bye-bye. Or at least it'd be a first step towards destroying the city. Because you have to, like I said, it's a reawakening, reincarnation, resurrection, and a reestablishment. Those 4 divine somatic tasks right there, those are very important. Like I said, I'm primarily extremely with the melanated people, yet I am not with you simultaneously. I am primarily super against those so-called white people, yet I am simultaneously with you at the same time. After all that these people have done, you can say those words out loud. It's a trap. I'm working strategy. What are you doing to stop the actual threat of the world? Moving forward. So, more details, right? How are these building structure? You just listed the foul principalities, so how are these building structure within the city? Now, the foul principalities are what give each of the belief system pillars their abilities to stand. For example, in the left corner, where you see vanity, that's the energy in which gives foul sexual orientation its abilities to stand. In the top corner, you see jealousy. Jealousy is the foul principality sinful energy in which gives feminism its abilities to stand. In the right corner, wrath, greed, gluttony, and lust. Wrath is the foul principality sin energy in which gives the gangster belief system pillar on both branches, recessive and melanin, its abilities to stand. Greed, racism, wrath, greed, gluttony. Gluttony is the religions. In the right corner, the gangsters, the racism, the religions, wrath, greed, gluttony, lust. And lust would be of, the tribes. Because what lust actually is decomposure. Decomposure. Now, see, when you think of the word decomposure, you may think of rotting flesh. There are multiple ways to use that word, because think of what the word composure means. When things are causing you to lust after them, trying to manipulate you to move in a direction of what they are, it has to knock you out of your composure in order to manipulate you to do so. Meaning take you away from your emotional control, your stoicism, soul stoicism, right? In other words, it has to decompose you, or you can say uncompose, whatever word you'd like to use. Decomposure is what lust is, in my opinion. And the tribes are symbolizing this currently all around the world, all 5,000 tribes, especially those who practice cannibalism and witchcraft, and those who kill each other because they don't want to reside and or ride with the same idea as the village. And there are 5,000 of you that need to be destroyed. The belief systems thereof, meaning. You follow what I'm saying? Moving forward. Wrath, greed, gluttony, and lust. Gangsters, racism, religions and tribes. Because gluttony gives the religions their chance to stand, and decomposure is giving the tribes its abilities to chance to stand. Also, too, now the bottom corner, sloth, the nerd geek culture. Sloth is giving the nerd geek culture its ability to stand. I want to add this to the nerd geek culture that I haven't added yet, a fourth layer. So, the nerd geek culture, this belief system pillar categorizes the rich, middle class, and all of ye who have been poverty stricken due to colonization worldwide. Rich, middle class, poverty stricken, rich, middle class, poverty stricken. Here's the fourth layer, indigenous. But isn't that what a tribe is? Yes. But simultaneously, no. Because the indigenous people are ones who live without the influence of colonization. Tribal people, your influence came from colonization. You don't believe me? How old are any of your tribunal beliefs? I just saw a video of a tribe who bathes themselves in animal urine. There is so much alkaline water, so much pure water to pour unto your body, and yet you feel like you should be different from other people who use water normally to bathe their bodies. Why are you using cow piss to bathe? That looks very unsettling. Just speaking my opinion, or just speaking how I see it compared to how other tribes are living currently. Virtually every other human being in the world that uses water to clean their bodies off. Who taught you to use cow piss to clean your bodies off? That sounds very counterproductive to what you're trying to do. Just saying. It looks counterproductive to what you're trying to do. Just saying. But yeah, one of the 5,000 tribes has a group of people who uses cow piss to clean themselves. Where did they get that idea from? Of people who want to humiliate you and disrespect you run our world currently. And they have been putting all of the ideas in it very, very firmly now for the past 2,000 years. But they started 5,000 years ago. Really putting it in, really ingraining the ideas. According to the stories, according to the history that I've studied, they were born 6,600 years ago. So 66 centuries. Millenniums are 1,000 years, centuries are 100 years. They started putting their ideas into the world 5,000 years ago. So 5 millenniums ago. There you go. Don't say the word incorrectly. So 5 millenniums ago, they really started to put their ideas into the world. Or 50 centuries. You follow me? So, with that being said, if your tribal practice or if your tribal customs are within a range or an age range of 6,600 years, stop doing it. Or I recommend you don't do it anymore. But then again, you ain't gonna stop unless what is causing you to do it is destroyed. You want to know what I noticed? This here belief system pillar is what's causing you to do it. All of them are. These major 7 belief system pillars that I just mentioned, and the energy in which gives them their abilities to stand. Now then there's the 2 outside though, fear and ignorance. Fear is the source of this here belief system pillar, or this here prison loca, this mental prison loca, the 4-corner mental spirit prison, or the prison loca. Fear, the source of fear, is what's giving this ability, this here entire country, or this entire loca, abilities to exist in the first place. What is a loca? A loca is a Sanskrit word, L-O-K-A, meaning place, plane, or planet. You follow what I'm saying? Place, plane, planet. You want to know what a place can be? How about that mental spirit prison inside of thy mind, heart, psyche space, plagiarizing it and forcing it to be something opposite of what it is? The perfect love thereof. You follow what I'm saying? So check it. I'm going to invade it and destroy it now. And once I invade it and destroy it, my spiritual National Guard parable will take its manifestating roots right there. And what's the spiritual National Guard parable going to consist of? The destruction of those 7 belief system pillars, and as well as the destruction of the source, and the destruction of what's giving the source the abilities to make this this here belief system, this here is prison loca in our minds. You follow me? Now I'm working out the details, yeah. So right now, currently, I'm going to essentially use all 7 of these countries in which our sister Erica Trinell from the TikTok application that I signed up for just recently, I'm going to use those 7 countries as representations of the 7 belief system pillars in which I have. And then there's the 2 outside that the beliefs that those 7 countries don't necessarily cover. And the 2 outside, the source of fear, the reason why, what was driving them to invade us in the first place, and then the ignorance pillar, what they turned into it, if that makes sense. Meaning they invaded with those 7 countries because of this here 9th belief system pillar, the source of fear, and whatever it is, those 7 countries invaded. And then overall, through all the damages in the years to come, what they ultimately established was an inner mental spirit prison loca. Now, of course, they've established a lot more that I'm going to cover with all the other militaries once I get into the details thereof. But right now, currently, to simply describe what I'm up to now currently, the devil pushed, which is the 9th belief system pillar, the fear. That's what the devil is, the source of fear. The devil pushed these 7 countries to invade what is called Turtle Island or Vinland and turned it into North America. Lots of other crazy, disgusting, destructive things happen in the process as well. But from what I'm calculating and or from what I want to label and describe to turn it back to normal, those 7 countries established these 7 belief system pillars. Those 7 countries established this inner mental spirit prison loca. Those 7 countries established the National Guard. So I'm going to use my knowledge of 7 different, of how the city is set up. I'm going to invade it with 7 destructive forces to turn those belief system pillars into dust, revealing them for what they really are, and turning the energies in which was giving the belief system pillars their ability to stand back to normal. Meaning, reverse them back to what we can see as a foul influence in which they are. The foul influences of which they are. When my Christ Logic Impact invasion from my Soul King military's enlightening infantry takes place, or enlightenment infantry begins and takes place, those 7 are going to be destroyed. Vanity is going to be destroyed and turned back into the white civilians in which they truly are thereof, revealing the foul principality evil of vanity in which was giving that foul sexual orientation belief system pillar's ability to stand. But the belief system is going to be gone. The foul sexual orientation belief system is going to be gone. And all that's going to be left are the white civilians and the vanity in which was giving that belief system pillar its chance to exist. Then in the top corner, there's jealousy. Jealousy will be destroyed and turned back into the white fighters, revealing the jealousy in which was giving that feminism belief system pillar its ability to stand. I said jealousy will be destroyed. It's going to be destroyed too in the next one, but I'm going to invade, destroy feminism, turn it back into the white fighters, and reveal the jealousy in which was giving it its ability to stand. Right corner, wrath, greed, gluttony, and lust, gangsters, racism. Then you have gangsters, racism, wrath, greed, gluttony, lust, religions, and the tribes. Decomposure. Gangsters, destroy, turn back into the black fighters, revealing the wrath thereof. Racism, destroy, turn back into the white leadership, revealing the greed thereof. Religions, destroy, turn back into the soul standard. The soul standard on the right side, huh? Yeah, I'll dig it. Revealing the gluttony, giving its ability to stand. And then the tribes, destroy, turn back into the black leadership. Revealing the decomposure lust, and which was giving it its abilities to exist. No longer exists once I invade this city and destroy it all. And then the bottom corner, the nerd geek culture. This belief system pillar categorizes the rich middle class and all of ye who have been poverty stricken due to colonization worldwide, and now the indigenous inclusion as well. For the indigenous people can act as the tribes and or the non-colonized people, period. That's what we need to get back to, huh? Well, guess what? The nerd geek culture belief system pillar is going to be destroyed and turned back into the black civilians thereof, revealing the sloth in which was giving that belief system pillar its chances to exist in the first place. The black civilians. And then the two outside, fear and ignorance. Fear will be destroyed and turned back into the spirit's truth, revealing the devil driver, in which was giving that one its abilities to stand in the first place. And ignorance will be destroyed and turned back into the soul's truth, revealing the soul standard and or the soul driver in which we need to accept to move forward to the next step. And then in the spiritual army will be what reverses these foul principalities back to normal. I'm essentially keeping the spiritual army parable the same, essentially. But when I piece it all together, you'll see how it's really going to sound, and you'll see how it's really going to affect the world. You'll see. I'm not picking those sides because I am one. I am a side. And the reality is, you all are going to pick mines. You're going to pick my side. I'm not going to pick yours. I just wanted to share that information real quick. What I'm up to, Spiritual National Guard parable, what it's going to consist of, it's going to be a fun talk. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Guess it's time to go to work again, huh? Yeah, until you ain't got to no more. That's the goal, right? Ashe. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family.